probably one of those moments, guys, of 2010 called and it wants its tech back. Let me show you what I mean. So this is Triquetra versus static spin, which of course the vast majority of us have played with at some point. And it of course has that lovely feature wherein the poi seem to be moving in opposite directions at all times, and it allows us to switch into things like cat-eye versus isolation, for example, or to a lesser extent something more like a standard 4-petal anti-spin flower, which this is kind of a weird orientation of just we'll call it good for now. To a lesser extent, this also has some interesting properties to it, and this is 1-petal inspin versus static. Now, what's different about this pattern, aside from the fact that it doesn't have nearly as elegant a name, is that the poi are moving in the same direction, right? But they also feature the same kind of relationship that you'll find within Triquetra versus static, in that there are moments that feel very much like an extension and moments that feel very much like an isolation. But the difference with 1-petal inspin is that that isolation you feel comes in the middle of the petal, which is now pointed back inward towards the inside of the pattern, right? Cool. So what does this give us the opportunity to do? Well, for example, it gives us the opportunity to switch straight up into an isolation from that point, right? And of course we can switch right back out fairly easily. We can also use this as a way to switch into the other side of the pattern, so switching up which hand is doing the flower. Whew, it's a little bit harder to switch back from that. I think you kind of have to, yeah, there we go, work it towards the inside rather than the outside of the pattern. But nonetheless, it's there. But what's even more fun to do with that moment is to use it as a transition to switch into some other flowery patterns. So, for example, because I know I have that isolation-y-ish moment right there, I could perhaps switch it into this combination of, I don't even know, I think these are linear isolations that that get bound together, right? And of course, I have the opportunity to switch right back out of it. I can also, of course, go to this variation of back-to-back triquetras with that linear isolation going through the middle, in which case I, once again, get the opportunity to switch back out of it. So, again, I have my opportunity for my isolation. I can switch it up. I can switch it into these linear isolations, or I can switch it up into this back-to-back triquetra with the linear isolation, which I guess technically you could think of this as being kind of back-to-back diamond mode flowers as well. But the moral of the story is that this little pattern right here is kind of an unsung hero in a lot of respects. There's a lot more that you can do with it than I thought. So, yeah, I hope you guys don't mind this little blast from the tech past, so to speak. But I at least found it cool. Hope you guys do too, and have yourselves a great week. Peace.